Hello and welcome to the next A-League Watchalong, Melbourne City versus Western Sydney Wanderers in what is a very, very good game. I'm very looking forward to this. It's second versus fourth. It's a title three-pointer and it's all to play for in this game. I'm Rowan, as always on these Friday mornings. Hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon and good night. How is everyone? Hope everyone is all good. As I'll just change this. I just realised that doesn't fill up the entire screen. There we go. I've not realised it, the entirety of doing the watch-alongs. But I do hope everyone is okay, all good. I hope everyone's energized for this early game. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be such a good game. I'm looking forward to this. Jamie McLaren versus Mitchell Duke, a battle of the Australian strikers. We'll have a look at them teams right now. No, we won't. Why is that updated? We'll have a look at them teams in a second spot. There we go. There we go, look at this. Oh, what is it without some technical difficulties on the stream? If we just change that. Boosh. Boosh. Why is that in such a weird aspect ratio? There we go. Well, this is Melbourne City team. As you can see, it's a couple of changes in there. So it's Tom Glover in net, then Nathaniel Atkinson, Royston Griffiths is coming sitting at centre back, played in midfield last week, sitting at centre half today. Then it's Curtis Good, and then Scott Jameson, then it's Adrian Luna, who's coming for Royston Griffiths, Connor Metcalf, and then Borin Gay, Craig Noone, Andrew Naboot, and then that main man, Jamie McLaren, up front leading the line. On the suspension, it's Galloway, Subaka, Gomulka, Garuccio, Tilio, Sutton, and Stokes. Were good side. I think the bench is a bit weaker than I would say the Wanderers bench, in my opinion. Obviously, I think Melbourne without their starting centre-back, if I'm right in saying. So they don't have their starting centre-back, so it will be a very awkward game for Griffiths. But I think Griffiths might actually naturally be a centre-half. If not, he's going to come in and probably do a job. He didn't actually have a bad game last week in that 2-0 win. So I think that even though he's not a centre-back, he won't be a massive miss. In for Western Wanderers, it's an unchanged starting 11. Daniel Magush in net, and then a back five of Tate Russell, Ziggy Gordon, Dylan McCowan, Mark Natter, and the youngster Daniel Wilmering. Double midfield of Keno Bacchus and Graham Dorrans, both players having a great game, especially Keno Bacchus. And then James Trossey at Cam, and then Mitchell Duke and Bernie Abini Issa up front. The suspensions: Bruce Kamau, Simon Cross, Kwame Yeboah, Jordan Much, Nikolai Muller, Aquilina, and James. So again, an unchanged starting 11 from their win midweek. Their 3-2 win, I think it was. So uncharged there, because you don't need to change anything if you won the game. Obviously, I think Melbourne have been forced to it due to injury. But the game has just kicked off. I'll give you a countdown. It's 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, and then 45. If you look at both teams' form coming into this match, you look at Melbourne City first. Oh, Greg Noone whips the ball and Ziggy Gordon's asked it away. Good pressure from Melbourne early on. They're coming off a 2-0 win against the league leader Central Coast Mariners. Quite a convincing win. Mariners didn't have any shots on target, and I just don't think Matt Simon and Urena just couldn't get anything going for Melbourne. And then Melbourne obviously 3-0 in that big 6-0 but last victory was against the Mariners. So coming into this game on really, really good form, as the corner will be whipped in. Magush does really well to head it, to punch it out. And now it's all about the clearance, and it's a good clearance. No, it's not. It's found it. Oh, it was a long ball over the top by, I think that was, who was that who played? It was someone who played a real lovely ball. I think it was Good that plays a lovely long ball. And Craig Noone finds himself on the wing, just couldn't get to the ball, a bit too much pace in it. And then if we look at the away side, Western Sydney Wanderers coming into this game after a 3-0 win over Perth Glory, Mitchell Duke double, and a James Trossey goal. Again, Keogh and Fornarelli just couldn't get going. So I think, obviously, them games was two strikers versus three strikers. It's a bit different today. It's two strikers against one, so there's going to be a lot more sort of space in the midfield for players to sort of create. For that Melbourne side, there's going to be a lot more space for, I would say, Adrian Luna and Metcalf to really use, because there's no wingers. Crossing the Magush media will collect long ball over the top. Did actually test that much. But Melbourne put really good pressure on this back five of the Wanderers, as there's going to be a free kick. I think it's just a late barge into the back on Bacchus, but he'll take it quick. But yeah, both these teams coming in on really good form. Hello, Billy. Hello, Jordan. Hope you both are okay. Thank you to everyone who joined the Champions League draw, the UCL Sim tournament draw yesterday. Really do appreciate it. Really do. I realise this camera clips out quite a lot of the time. I don't know why. Like, it's not massively, but it just clips up a little bit at the time. I mean, Naboo tries to play it through to the wing to create Noone. And Wilman does really well to hit it off Noone and win a throw in there. The camera does it a lot, though. It clips out, which is very strange. But no, I could do it. Good morning to everyone in this stream, obviously. It's probably not morning where you're from. But it's morning here. It's morning over here. After that draw, don't forget to join the first games will be later on today at 10 o'clock. So basically after these watchalongs, the Uckle Euro tournament will be going on. Monroe, how are you? I'm doing great, mate. I'm doing good. Good, Christine. I had an awful night's sleep. Well, not even an awful night's sleep, but in terms of, I went to bed at 11, went to sleep for like an hour, and then I just couldn't go back to sleep. So luckily both cameras were up. So I created an FM save with Ingolstadt. Was forced to sign Port Vale's Mark Cullen. Yeah, I mean, he nearly bagged on his first game, which I lost. But yeah, so I couldn't get to sleep. So I'm running on like, ooh, who was that? That was a great header. The bag by, who was that? That was by Curtis Good. Just wins the header from the corner, but Margush looks like he's struggled with that a lot. It's a good ball in, good peels away from his man. Good header, and it's just come off the sort of the top of the crossbar and bounced out for a goal kick. But Melbourne City really applied the pressure onto the Wanderers. The thing is, this game can all change if you just get the ball to Mitchell Drew, because Triosi tries to play through Abine, doesn't get through to him. But a bit of miscommunication here, but they do really well to get it out with Griffiths. Melbourne City. We've had both these sides, lovely attacking sides. If you look at sort of the goal scoring, Mitchell Duke, 4 goals in 6 games this year for the Wanderers. Yeah, 4 goals in 6 games for the Wanderers. Hasn't played many, obviously. Returned from Altaun on loan. So he went on a free transfer to Altaun, then has come back on loan on February the 1st, so he was unable to play the first couple of games when the season restarted. But as soon as he's come back, he does really just step up. But talking about stepping up, we've got to look at Jamie McLaren. Unreal form this season, 11 goals in 11 games. It's a goal every game. The former Bundesliga man. Real, it's not even Bundesliga, the former German man, the Darmstadt man, really has not carried this team on his back, but really does drag this team through the mud at sometimes. And he just shows what quality player for the A-League he is. But yeah, 11 goals in all games. Well done. Melbourne City also in 4 games get 4 clean sheets. That defence has been resilient, but obviously without a natural centre half today, will that bring them down? Obviously, I'm just looking. Royce Griffiths is a former captain of Melbourne. He doesn't actually have his position, but yeah, he's a midfielder. I think he's out on loan at well, that was weird. I think he's out on loan at Melbourne. No, he moved on free from Pakator Tashchenk is that the Sierra Leone League? Uzbekistan League. Didn't know that, but again, he's been everywhere. Started at Blackburn, then did all the A-League, went to China, went to Roda. Roda, it seems like a team that a lot of the A-League players go to. I don't know. Rowan, just like I said, I can't send my team soft formation to you, I can't access my Twitter account. That's fine. If you want to put it in the chat, forward it to Josh. I'm sure Josh is watching now, if he's not, obviously. But like, if you put it in the chat, Kyle, I don't care. I'll take a picture of it and I'll tell Josh. And we'll put that as your team if you want. You should literally just name the starting 11, what formation you've chose as a shot comes out of the box. By Naboo. Locked well. But Melbourne, not much of many major chances, but Melbourne just enjoying a lot of the possession. But yeah, if you put your starting 11 and your subs in, then the formation you want to play, any changes if you want, like subs you want to make. Well, I suppose you can do the subs in the chat if you're in. But yeah, just send the starting 11. It's fine. That's all good. I think this Wanderers defence is going to be called into question a lot more. That 5 at the back is usually, I won't say usually he's worked hard, but he's very resilient in terms of he just creates so much space at the back line that they're able to play out of the back quite convincingly. And I say that, and Tate Russell's lost it from underneath his feet. And there's a lot of open space in the midfield now for Melbourne City. It's to Atkinson, who scored last week, to Naboot, puts a good dangerous ball and cleared away by Dylan McGowan. Love clearance by Dylan McGowan. And I'll go out for another Melbourne City corner. And that Naboot cross is looking dangerous. Just takes it past Daniel Wilmer, puts a lovely testing ball in, and Dylan McGowan's forced to put it out for a corner. But like that in-swinging ball can cause, if a Jamie McLaren or I was going to say a Berenguer can sneak onto the end of that and poke it in, spells disaster. Cross will come in though. Flicked all the way outside the box. Atkinson tries to head it back in. Bacchus will clear. And Melbourne City get all the way back to Glover, the goalkeeper. But Carl, don't you worry. Just put it in chat and you'll be good. You'll be good for the tournament. So the first game's taking place at later on today. I think at 10 o'clock, if I'm correct in saying. They're scheduled for some time anyway. But yeah, don't forget them games will be happening today. I'm bringing over this at 10. Is Atkinson driving down the wing. Mark covers him and Atkinson's forced to kick it out of play. Obviously, if you want to see when we do go live and when everything is going live, apart from the morning A-Leagues, because never get tweeted out, but don't forget to check out the YouTube, youtube.com / the Sports Corner YT, Twitter at the _top corner, the sports-corner.com, and Instagram the _sports corner. Don't forget to join on there and follow us on there and see when we go live and etc. It's a big game for both these sides. It really is. Like if we look at the table, a win means everything. If West, as it stands now, Melbourne do leap above Adelaide at equal points. So both teams on really good form. So when them two play each other, that'll be a really interesting game. But Wanderers, they play 14 games, 1 point ahead of Melbourne City. A win would mean everything with the Wanderers just because of the game in hands and etc. If Wanderers can pick up a win, I think that gap would go to 3 points. And you've just got to hope that Melbourne do drop form, but the way they've been playing, it doesn't look like it. I'm just looking to see when they last lost. Newcastle Jets on the 7th of Feb is when they last lost. But like the way they're playing currently, they sort of look like the unstoppable team along with Adelaide United. Good save by Daniel Margush. Was that Andrew Naboot? Just a driving run down the midfield. It just has a dig just from outside the box. And Daniel Margush jumps down well to collect and save it. I'm just going to look at the Sports Corner. There it is. Here we go. So yeah, don't forget to check out the thingy. At 12 PM UK time is when the first games do take place. So lunchtime. I think it looks like Naboot and Craig Noone have switched sides as well. So Naboot now operating on that right-hand side. No, left-hand side while Craig Noone's moving to the right. Corner. Goal kick's not really cleared. And Western Wanderers look poor today. They just don't look with it. Poor misplaced passes. Poor, I think, coverage, not marking the man, letting players easily run at them. When you've got 5 at the back, you've got the options for you to surround them players and not create any spaces. And tell you what, Mitchell Duke has done a really good block there. Saw the ball go through. He's playing it through to Bernie Abini, who's all by himself. He takes one touch. He flicks it into the box and he tries to get something going. He did. I think he does all he can. Duke plays a lovely ball, but he just had James Triosi in the middle, and that was it. Wanderers' first opportunity, a chance. Beanie just kicks it out of play for a goal kick. But this is maybe what they have to do. Pressure. Mitchell Duke winning back in the midfield. It should be Triosi doing that, in my opinion. Why that keeps on clipping? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And Beanie, though, loses the ball again. Triosi wins it back. Good tackle there by Berenguer. Voss got all the way back to Glover. And does well to get it out. Does really well to get out. I think Melbourne have really got a great attacking four. Like, obviously, I've given praise to Jamie McLaren. And it's obviously understandable bringing the goals, but Craig Noone is so helpful in that attack. I mean, only 2 goals this season, 3 assists, but that's five goal effects. I don't think that's the word, but you know what I mean. Being involved in a goal, that's 5. And if that was goals, we'd go, you know what, he's not actually not a bad season. That's half of the games he's scored, you know, him being involved in. His delivery is good. His runs down the left, I don't think his crosses have been especially amazing. Like from corners and stuff it has, but I think just from a straight open play, not being amazing. Nabbout got a lovely right foot on him. I really like Andrew Nabbout. His drive, he's not afraid to cut inside the middle. And then Berenguer just really dictates the play for them. It's going to be I think it's going to be a Wanderers throw. No, it's going to go all the way back. It's going to be a Melbourne throw and go back actually. Have a quick drink. Like I said, Kyle, you just want to put your formation and team in. We can sort that for you. A lot of time here, though, in the midfield. Finds Luna, switches all the way across to Noone. You could put this ball in instead. He's driving about the side of the box. Craig Noone, good block by Keenan Bacchus. Triosi just doesn't get it cleared. Luna. Got a bit of time in this midfield. Good pressure from Graham Dorrans, obviously the former Englishman, the former English sort of the EFL League player. You think you recognise the name, Graham Dorrans. It's Nabbout. Lovely link-up play between him and Luna. Cross comes in. Margus fails to collect it. I think he gets a hand to it though, and it's punched out. And Ika Mulyati says 0-0. Don't know what that means, but thank you. I appreciate it. 0-0, whatever that means. Whatever that means. Ziggy Gordon doesn't get it cleared. Great pressure from Melbourne. And Western City Wanderers look on the back foot of Beanie though. He's got it in the midfield. Loses it again. And Mitchell Duke has to do his defensive duties now and win it. Woolmering though. Plays it back into that midfield to Graham Dorrans. To Mark Natter. I think in fairness, if I'm just Western Sydney Wanderers, I just hold the ball. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much for 2 diamond wines. Piatov, Ismaila, Matvienko, Bondar, Dodo, Stepenko, Mano. You're going to be doing Will proud of this. Mano, Tyson Mallet. The thing is, you've actually got a really good side. There you go, Jordan. Jordan. Kyle Beanie. Beanie's left it here. He's left it for Tay Russell. Cross comes in. Griffiths clear as well. I mean, someone went down the box. Beanie miss hit there. And we'll go straight out for a goal, a kick. So Stevens gives his prediction. Either prediction or as an oracle. He's gone for 4-0 Melbourne City. Wow, I think there'll be goals. Obviously, we're only 16 minutes in. I might go 3-2 Melbourne. I think Melbourne look like the better side today, coming into it and actually just playing. So if I was going to back a side, it would be Melbourne City. As much as I really want to back the Wanderers, it'd be Melbourne. I think they're coming into this game favourites. I think even though Mitchell Duke is seemingly hitting form right now, I just see Jamie McLaren really not running away with the game in terms of strikers, but I feel like he's going to be the one who to get goals in this team. What I will do, Kyle, is I will take a picture of that in case I don't know. The chat log should stay up. But I'll just take a picture just in case. There we go. Andrew Nabbout slips, nutmegs Mitchell Duke, but there's a man gone down. He's just holding his foot there. Does it seem like an awful injury? He's not gone down to the floor. Bacchus is giving it away now, though. And Noone leaves it away. Duke gives it away. Triosi, long ball over the top, though. Abini's come out. Glover's come out. Glover does well there. Gets to it first. Triosi takes the throw into it, quick to Abini. He's got no options with him. He's got Wilmer in close. But there's only one man in the box. That was Tate Russell, the fullback who pushed up. Triosi now tries to play through. And that was Mitchell Duke, but no one in the end of that. And then you're the subs. I've got to play anchors there, innit? There you go, mate. Get that sorted for you. I don't know when you played. I don't know when you played. I don't remember. If you look on Twitter, though, it is all on there. Joshua's put a lot of time and effort into that. I can actually find out for you now. Kyle, you play. I think you're a later game, if I'm right in saying. Oh, I think you're the final game in the morning. Cross comes in. Cleared away by Bacchus. For a corner for Melbourne City, their third corner of the game. Yeah, I think you're the final game this morning. So he's done things twice. He's done them twice. I think he's put the wrong images up. I'll let him know with that. But yeah, don't forget to check that out. There's another game going on. Sydney FC versus Canberra United. Oof. Jamie McLaren jumps up, beats all the men in black there. Good corner in. And McLaren, I think it's Tate Russell just not there, and Jamie McLaren wins the header, just pulls it wide. But my God, is he tested? Is he tested? Thank you so much, Rowan. Really appreciate it. It's not an inconvenience. It's fine. It's fine. So there's one at 12, there's one at 7. But I don't know how many... Is he doing 4? See, people, you lot probably know more than me. I can't remember if he's doing 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, or if he's doing 8 in the morning, 8 in the afternoon. But that's 16 games. That seems a lot. 4's more realistic, innit? 4 and then both legs. Melbourne City just having to pass it around the back. But Duke and Triosi both not pushing up. Wilmering will come and help. But Atkinson to lose the ball here. Sorry. I got distracted. Mitchell Duke now on the cuts across and Abini's at the back post. Abini wins it and it's in. And against the run of play, Western Sydney Wanderers are 1-0 up. Just tell you what, it's a great header by Bernie Abini. Asking to load up that. But genuinely, against the play, if you look at the stats, it's all been Melbourne City. But Daniel Wilmering, I said he came up and I thought he'd lost it there. But it was who was that? It was Andrew DeBoot who had come back just to try and help out his side. He loses the ball to Wilmering. He loses the ball to Wilmering. The Mitchell Duke steals it, puts a lovely floated ball in. And Bernie Abini at the back post beats, I think that was Jameson. And there was a man on the line. It was Good was on the line, but Abini rose up highest against Jameson, puts it in the back of the net. And that kit is lovely. And Western Sydney Wanderers, after being under the caution, I think the first 20 minutes, they're 1-0 up. As we will change the score now. 1-0 Western Sydney Wanderers. In what? Really, that is so much against the run of play. If it's statistically, they don't deserve it. Melbourne will come back, they'll commit them forward. It's going to be Atkinson on the wing. Puts a good ball in, Natta will block it, and then he'll just get it out. And again, we're back to Melbourne City just constant. And 8 matches in the morning. I thought so. It just seems like a lot, doesn't it? 'Cause that's 16 games he's going to be simulating. And the way they've been going, they take quite a while. But Bernie Abini putting them 1-0 up. With a lovely little header. Just rises highest above Jameson. But Melbourne City are coming. Good press. In fairness, they just soaked up the pressure of the Wanderers. They really did. They allowed City the ball. And they just had faith in Margush and the defence that a goal wouldn't go in. After many opportunities, well. Speaking of the ball's going in, cross comes in, it's a header, Margush has spilled it. And then he does collect it. There we go. There he is. Hi, Josh. Good to see you, mate. It's a good crossing. And Adrian Luna winning the header, something you wouldn't expect, but winning the header straight to Daniel Magush's hands, and he spills it a bit, but giving away his Duke. Now to Abine, to Bacchus. He's set Abine going. Good old chase, and he does win it. Just I might get a butty if you fancy getting one. I need to obviously get a shower and shit, but I really fancy a butty. So who doesn't love that? Proper in the morning, waking up having a proper bacon butty. By the way, the gap is 4 points. Sorry, bad maths from me. Between City, obviously on the same points as Mariners. Good games. It's been a decent game, you know what, Josh? Bernie Beanie's thing. It's just been a Melbourne City having relentless pressure, and then Wanderers really coming against play. But yeah, if you want to get a butty after Josh, let us know. Naboot though in the midfield to Luna. Can't get out. Good defending from the Dan Wilmering, who's coming to this side. The youngster ready. Triosi's play through Bernie Abine. It's him versus Good. Abine does really well to get onto the end of it. Still Bernie Abine. Hasn't really passed down on Trios. He's made a run on the left. It's a great ball through to Trios. Trios was the first time balling. And Mitchell Duke was wide open. Just a bit too... I don't know if it was a bit too early. A bit too much power on it. But Trios nearly plays a lovely ball through to Mitchell Duke. I mean, we talk so much about Mitchell Duke and sort of how he's been key for the West Sydney Wanderers. But Bernie Abine hasn't scored many, but he's always in and around making runs. Just annoyance. He's such an annoyance. In a good way. Decent, Josh. In a good way, he's an annoyance. Like, in them corners, imagine trying to man-mark Bernie Abine. It's hard. It seems so hard to do it. So, especially, and then on counter-attack, someone who's so tall. Good morning, Rowan. What would you rate him? I didn't watch the game, Daz, because he's a meaningless friendly against San Marino. Triosi, though, to Daniel Wilmering. Abine's was wide open there. Wilmering, though, up against Atkinson. Good strength from Atkinson there. Who clears it out. Mark Natter's pushed up, so there's a bit of an open space here. As a long ball over the top. Magush has done well to come out and headed it away. Obviously, Mark Natter pushing up. But, I don't know. If I watched the game, I could let you know, but I'm just glad that he got called up. It's nice to see a Dortmund player be called up to the England side. It really is. And I don't have another bottle of water, so we'll have this. There we go. I'll tell you what, Tango is one of them drinks that I can drink like without getting like... Do you know when like, you drink a fizzy drink and it sits in you? Tango's the one that I can neck and it just doesn't get fizzy in my throat or anything. Such a weird... But like, Fanta, can't do it. Coke, Pepsi, can't do it. But Tango can easily do it. Easily do it. For some reason I thought the games were at 10. For some reason at 12, obviously the games will take place in that knockout tournament. Should be very fun. I think the games today, if I'm correct in a saying, it will be... Hold up. So I think the games today will be Barcelona versus Locomotive. I don't know if this is the right order, actually. Hold up. I think this is the right order. I think it might be Atalanta Basel, Madrid Porto, Moscow Ajax Chelsea. No, that doesn't seem right. Josh will probably let us know what games are happening, Davies, in the chat. But if you want to know what games, just tune into the stream at 12 o'clock. They're just showing the possession stats, though. 63% for City. Sorry, I mean, any nights in the afternoon, 8 in the evening, yeah. 12 PM isn't in the morning. Hey, I class it this morning. Triosi, though. Good block there by Griffiths. Again, it's just men. No crowds. None of them wearing masks. No major social distancing. It's just lovely to see. And you know what? It's actually nice to see fans in this Melbourne City Stadium. I think last week, when I did the last Melbourne, I couldn't remember seeing fans. I don't know if that was just me blocking them out or what, but it's good to see them. So, Again, it's all victories. Flicked on by Bacchus. Abini chests it down. And it's actually under a free kick one. I think that was Griffiths just barging into the back of Bernie Abini Easy, the goal scorer. Free kick's been taken quick though. And Daniel Wilmer is going to get onto the end of that. The young fullback, good cross in. Abini wins it again. Squares it across the face of goal. And Duke wasn't there. But Bernie Abini. In the air. Melbourne City cannot control him. There you go, Josh letting you know the time that Kyle's game will be played. Look at him. Go on, Josh. But by the way, Daniel Wilmering, if we just talk about the kid for a while. When he's a kid, he's younger than Mr. Cormac. Came up through the youth ranks of West Indian Wanderers, was the ball boy. And then got called up, started playing this season, if I'm right in saying. I don't think he played got called up. Got called up last year, but didn't play any games. But then this year, he's become a starter. And he has really, I think, helped Cal Robinson so much at that full-back position. Craig Noone outside the box, though. Adrian Luna's in a bunch of space. Luna cuts to his left. Switches it across. And it's hit Tate Russell. Berengale keep it in. Noone's going to probably whip this ball in. Craig Noone puts a good ball in. It's testing. Mark Natter flicks it away. Oh, and McLaren just fizzes it right over the crossbar. Oh my God, I bet 5k for Melbourne. 5k? Are you insane? 5k? Are you in... 5 grand? You bet 5 grand? Hold up, what are the odds? Obviously, I'm guessing you're Australian. Because no Englishman's betting on the A-League. No offence. Minor offence. My bet, also, I had a bet on last night. A lot of teams let me down, that's fine. Spain drawing with Greece, which is absolutely mental. Well done, Greece. And France's under 21s losing, which again is absolutely mental considering their side. Where's footy? There it is. So F1 is back today as well, which is it's great to see. It's great to see. Obviously, it's just practice. The mental thing is, it's clear that sort of Sky Bet only knows certain players because they've got both teams to score and Graham Dorrans to be card. There we go, Jeremy McLaren and stuff, and Andrew Naboot to score. What's ISOD? Naboot to score over 3.5 goals, Looney to be card, and Griffiths to be sent off. That's 100 to 1. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to put the bet on, but you can have a player to be sent off. Jeremy McLaren to be sent off is 100 to 1. Morning, Rowan. Same with you, Chris. Hope you're all good. Look at Cal being a good sportsman here. Unlike some of us. When it comes down to game day, I've gone for definitely a different strategy. I've gone for a very strong starting 11, but someone's gone down there in the box. Who was that? I think that could have been Berengale out just gone down in the box under attack from Mark Natter. Oh! Naboot has a shot from outside the box. It was whipping. It was Jeremy McLaren who was tackled down by Mark Natter. I was going to look here. Wilmering kicks the ball. Natter kicks the ball, but then not enough in it for me to be a foul there. But also, Mark Natter has got one of the worst names, just because I really want to say Narc Matter. Do you know when you say switch players' names around? He's one that I always find myself doing. And I don't know why, because Narc isn't a real name. Wins a corner there. Craig Noone did really well. For City, they're going to need to get a goal back just before this end of the first half. Corner's been took quickly, but I think foolish decision there. There was not enough players in the box ready. And it's going to be cleared. Straight to Bernie Abini, who gets a knee to it. Wins the throw-in, and Wanderers will slow this game down. They'll control the tempo now. Tate Russell takes it quick though. Keane Bacchus, so the under-23 international. He's lost it though. Ziggy Gordon's won it back, and he's going to be given as a foul. As Jamie McLaren was possibly through on goal there. Referee blows the whistle, but McLaren had acres of space outside the box. And it'll be a dangerous free kick for Melbourne City. I think it's in. I can hear the commentary. The free kick's been taken quick. It's Craig Noone. I mean, we couldn't see it because of the highlight. But I could hear the commentary going, the free kick's been taken quickly. And Craig Noone's put it in. Let's just have a look at this highlight here. Oh, wow. That is wonderful from Craig Noone. I said they had to get a goal back for half time. What a finish by Craig Noone. We were just showing the highlights of the early penalty shout. But Jesus Christ. I mean, every players were getting set up, and then Craig Noone just steps over it, dinks it over Daniel Margush, who's trying to set up his wall, and there's a war of words between the coaches, Carl Robinson and Kiz Norbo there. I kind of like this. But still both managers to having a war of words. But it was a great free kick that was taken quickly by Craig Noone. Can't forget that. And he just dips over Daniel Margush. Margush sort of, I don't even blame him. He's just trying to set up his wall there. The referee's having a word with the coaches, but a lovely finish. And Mon the Wanderers exactly, Bernardo. Mon the Wanderers exactly. But it's a great finish from Noone. Just dinks over Margush. Margush is sort of left floundering. As he's still having a word with the coaches there, the referee. And you need another 2 goals for Melbourne. How much have you put on this game? Chris, I'm glad there's no parade tickets up for sale after San Marino. We're always going to be San Marino, weren't we? I mean, he's just had a word with the things, but Craig Noone, great goal. Puts it back to 1-1. A signal now, Wanderers are definitely back on the back foot. They had that 1-goal cushion, and I don't even think they were riding out. Personally, I didn't think that was. I think McLaren was already going down, but I think as Ziggy Gordon's put hands in the back while McLaren's going down, I can see it giving us a freak, and then Noone just uses his quick wits, dinks over Margush, and it's 1-1 here in Melbourne. It's a cracking finish. Just dinks it really well. It's a really lovely finish from Noone. I talked about how he's been important for this Melbourne side. Clearly, shows how important he is. There. It's just a quick thinking that you love to see. Melbourne's going to win 3-1. I did say 3-2 in fairness. I said Melbourne going to pick up a 3-2 win. I mean, I say that Atkins has lost the ball now to Mitchell Duke. But Mitchell Duke's going to lose it there. I mean, in fairness, Jim McLaren wanted to play advantage, like I said before. When he got fouled, he got straight back up and ran basically through on goal. He was outside the box, no one around him. But instead, the referee goes back for the free kick. Free kick took him quick. And we sat here talking at 1-1. Lovely long ball over the top. Margush will come and collect. He'll get out quick and early. Clearly want his team to go forward. Duke throws Wilmer in a bit of distress there. Daniel Wilmer up against Andrew Naboot today. If you don't know, when I was sarcastic, some comments. And as long as Melbourne win, that's all that matters for you, Stephen. So don't forget, if you're here, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that. Notification. See when we go live. Twitter at _top corner. Instagram the _sports corner _ sports _corner, I think it is. But well done to Ollie Watkins though. Getting his first goal in his debut for England. Nice to see. Regardless of the team you're playing, it's nice to see a player get a goal on his debut. And get a first England goal, it is. I think it's a lot of players' dreams to score for your club. And regardless of who it is against, it's nice. But it all goes back to that clip that goes around every time we have a fixture. It's just of Harry Redknapp saying, "How do you expect us to succeed in a World Cup and the Euros when we're playing teams like San Marino and Malta?" And it's simple as that. I don't know whether it's teams not wanting to play England because of thingy, but We always have some of the easiest World Cup run-ins. It's a great ball down the wing though. And Mitchell Duke does really well to win a throw-in. Against Atkinson. 7 minutes gone left in this game nearly. Still 1-1, but Melbourne City do like the better side. I say that. Bacchus. Great ball over the top. Oh. And Tate Russell was lurking. He was lurking. Kurt's gone 2-1 Melbourne City. 2-1. I mean, again, I do see this as a Melbourne win. I'm seeing here. Yeah, the fair play to Craig Noone. Craig Noone. The best thing is Craig Noone has a look. I think he looks at the referee and says, "Can I take it quick?" Margushi's just trying to control his wall. And they get the equaliser. And well done, Craig Noone. The Scouser. I'm pretty confident, if I'm right. Yeah, he's a Scouser. He's from Kirkby. So good seeing Englishmen succeeding in another league. I know it's the A-League, and the A-League's probably half Englishman. Actually, when you go watch it back, he's just asking the referee, "Can I take it quick?" The referee obviously can't say, "Yes, you can," but... Naboot. Oh, lovely little footwork. But it does lose it. Wilmering. Triose to Duke. Duke is fouled, loses the ball. Giving us a free kick though. By Royston Griffiths. As I'm absolutely roasting, so luckily at halftime we'll have we'll have a tactical outfit change. Probably one actually I'll probably just take off the hoodie. Ziggy Gordon though to Tate Russell. Takes past one. Got a lot of time to run, he's still running there, Russell. Plays through Abine. Still Abine. Uses his strength there to still keep the ball under his feet. Abine gets it to Russell. Russell eventually does give it away. Abine not giving any room. Russell not giving any room. But can we get a late goal here? I don't think so. But fingers crossed. 5 minutes left in this game. Over at Melbourne City. Good crowd for the game as well. Decent crowd. Obviously, this means everything in the league now, because obviously when Wanderers were winning, they went equal points with the Central Coast Mariners. But now, also with this being a draw, they're not that high up. They don't have that nice little gap or that equaliser. Obviously, if we look at the fixtures coming up in the A-League, the Mariners are taking on Victory tomorrow at 8:10. And then Perth Glory will be taking on the Jets at 10:20. So that game, the Mariners versus Victory game, should be a win for Mariners, which means that their lead extended. Noone puts a good ball in. And Wilmering will just poke out of play for a corner for Melbourne City. I hate that there's two Melbourne sides. Like Western Sydney Wanderers is quite an easy one to take. You say Wanderers, but you have to say City for Melbourne. It's just weird to say, considering they are under the City banner. But this corner will be played in by Berenguer. Tate Russell's marking McLaren. Cross comes in. It's still in the box. Flicked on, and Margush does collect. He's looking for options quick. What time does F1 race start on Sunday? Is it 4 PM at official site? Yes. 4, I think 4 is lights out, if I'm right in saying. I can have a look for you right now. Bahrain, which starts in literally 2 hours and 43 minutes. Practice starts, 4 o'clock. 4 till 6, they've said, obviously. But if anything can happen, but 4 till 6 as it stands. It's going to be weird being in Bahrain, just to open the season. So used to Australia. I suppose last year it didn't start in Australia as well, but Triose played the ball through. Duke can't get onto the end of it. Weird weather today, because it's all dark and murky, but I don't think it's actually like freezing cold. It's Atkinson though, on that right hand side. Had a decent game today. I think Bottas wins first race of the season. There's won the last 2 first race seasons past the season. He loves it. The thing is, I feel like he does come out with the fire underneath him. Oh, Naboot outside the box. And Margush actually comes and covers it. No one tried to pressure Naboo there had a lot of time and space. Gets past Tate Russell. Has the shot. Magush gets down low quick. Corner. As we expect. I think they're going to go short here. 8 corners. 8 corners for Melbourne City. Corner whips in. Beanie heads it away. Good clearance. They'll come back at him though. The boot. Berenguer. Sorry. Bacchus doesn't win it back. Still Berenguer now. Outside the box. Berenguer takes it past one. Berenguer! And he puts it wide. Prime opportunity to put that in. Blaze it way over. Magush wants to take this goal kick quick. He'll take his time now. He will take his time. 43 minutes, we've got 2 minutes left, and this game has been entertaining. I've enjoyed it. I really have. Melbourne City have attacked, Wanderers have defended, and then there's 2 balls on the pitch here. Natta puts the ball to Triose. Tries to flick it on. Red Bull really, that's the thing. The best thing about the F1 season is you can really establish where Red Bull are going to be in them first couple of races. I think obviously last season was an anomaly. Oh! Noone outside the box puts a bit of dip on the shot. And Magush is forced to punch it away. It was just dipping. I think Magush just didn't know where it was going. He's forced to parry it out. Fairness, quite smart there by Wanderers, by the way, of leaving the other ball on the pitch, because if the goal to go in saying I got distracted by the other ball. Fair to him. And again, corner's taken shot. Outside the box, Atkinson puts it over. It's in so much space. If that's Luna, Naboo, Brugge, I think that's going in. Just not when your fullback's taking it. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see who wins this first race, because it could easily be Mercedes, or it could be a sneaky one. It could be an Alpine, an AlphaTauri, and I think McLaren. What piece did I remember right? McLaren could be the outside favourites here. And when did I write that down? I wrote it in something. It was in one of my things of McLaren just being outside the favourites. So I think what he's meaning, Kyle's not going to be here, Josh. So I think he maybe just say if he wants his subs now, and then maybe you can bring him on for him when it happens. I mean, I think Melbourne will just coast to half time now. Really good. Bacchus loses the ball though. It's found Jamie McLaren all by himself. He slips, can't get the ball off his feet. Could be a counter-attack opportunity for Western City Wanderers now with Tate Russell. Still Tate Russell. Tries to play through Triose. Triose still gets it out from under his feet. Bacchus and Triose get caught up and he's giving it away there. Bacchus. Not the best game today, and I've sort of praised him recently. One ball over the top. Ziggy Gordon does really well to cover it. Does really well. But yeah, really look forward to the season. I haven't even done predictions. I'll go with Williams. No, I'm going to go Haas, Williams, Alfa Romeo. That's that bottom 3. I'm going to go Alpine, AlphaTauri. That's 6th and 5th. Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull, Merc. Mercedes, Red Bull drivers will be everyone to pick. Exactly. You're always going to back them. Unless something drastically goes wrong. Again, it could do. Anything can happen, which is the beauty of F1. Anything can happen. Just imagine though, that first race season, we're coming to the first corner. Oh, and Lewis Hamilton, he's gone into Valtteri Bottas, he's took out Max Verstappen in the process. And then genuinely, anyone else who wins that wouldn't be a disappointing result. Corner comes in, Magush doesn't really clear it. Naboo, again, can't get the shot and it's come off a Wanderers play. It's come off Graham Dorrans and goes out for a corner. Thing is, let's say the top 3 favourites somehow get out at the first corner. If Perez wins, first win in a Red Bull, sets the precedent for the season. If any McLaren win, it's like, okay, they've come here to fight. If any other team win, it's like, wow, okay, fair play. I missed Aston Martin, didn't I? I must have only named 9 teams. Maybe Aston Martin 5th and push the rest up. Push the rest up. The corner up across in the final corner. I didn't have a drink there because I realised a beanie will clear out the front post. The whistle will blow. And it's a 1-1 here in Melbourne in what has been an entertaining game, I'd say. I'd say personally, I've enjoyed it. And I really have. If you just look at thinking, so the first goal came from a beanie headed, lovely ball in by Duke. And a beanie rises high, beats Jameson to the ball, puts it in. And then 12 minutes later, just a quick thing from Craig Noone, has a free kick outside the box. And it's just a lovely, taken quick, chips over Margush. Margush is not ready, he's trying to set up his wall. Putting the back in there, lovely quick thing from Craig Noone. And it's the first corner, Bottas, please get out of the way for Lewis. For first corner, I just want carnage. And not like bad carnage, just like a bunch of drivers get caught up with each other. And then we just see maybe like a Fernando Alonso just come out of it. He's avoided a Kimi. Like just one of the old vets just go, I'm not getting involved in this, just sneaks around and then just sits in first. It's obviously going to be tough. That is sort of one thing I wanted to see last season. Sorry for the F1 talk, if you know an F1 fan. It's something I sort of wanted to see last season, was like an underdog at the top, sitting in first, running away with it. Not running away with it, but you just slowly see Merck's or Red Bull's time slowly improving. You're like, they're going to catch up, I wanted to see that last year. But don't forget to check out the Twitter, at the _top corner. You find out I'm going to go live because we've got the UCL live tournament, the first 8 games taking place at 12 p.m. at lunchtime, basically. So don't forget to tune into that. There's going to be some good games going on. Going to be some really good games. So don't forget to tune into that. What I'll do is I'll go get a drink, and we'll be back for the second half, and we'll talk about the team lineups and any changes that the teams could make. See you in a jiffy. What song do we go for though for the break? We always go for that one. You know what? Use this one. There we go. Don't have the same chill factor. We can't go for that. There we go. We use this one. The other one, there was another one called Chariots of Fire, which I was considering using, but thought that'd be OTT. And we're back in 5. Just gonna go from. Hello. I'm back. Hope everyone is alright. Apologies for that. As needed a quick breaky break. As I think he said, as said, I'll be 2 seconds. I do apologise. But, A-League, tell you what, been a good game. Craig Noone's quick thinking. Excuse me, Kyle. I haven't actually got any breakfast. I had to just freshen up. I'm offended. I understand. I purely do. Because in the last week I had a Monster and a Lin chocolate bar. But yeah, I just needed to wake up. I ain't got anything for breakfast. I'm getting a Becasani later on. So that is my breakfast. So I'm actually having a good one later on. But they're just showing that Craig Noone. Quick thinking from him. Spots Margush off his line. You know that Margush is paying attention. Boom. Takes it quick. Great quick thinking from Craig Noone. And he gets them all level and really turns the favour back into the firing line. This gives a bit of momentum to them. Let's just close that down. Oops, apologies for that. But I hope everyone is all so good. Don't forget to check out the website. I'll just put it there. I just hope everyone is all good this morning. Nah, I understand, Kyle. Fairness, tell you what, hearty breakfast is a fucking energetic breakfast, isn't it? It makes you bounce off the wall. And I suppose that's what you want in these morning watch shows. You want a bit of energy. You do. So the use of, I don't know, things I actually City getting a criminal goal. Yeah. I think it's just, yeah. It's just quick thinking, innit? Wanderers just shut off. I mean, if you look at what this means for the league now, back to how it was, Western Sydney Wanderers sitting in second, 14 games played, 23 points. Melbourne City, 12 games played, sitting on 22 points. I think the best thing is the Mariners I think for Melbourne City, I think this is a good result. Not a good result, but in terms of the Mariners are dropping in form. So if these two teams get a draw with each other, one of the teams that are out of contention, they're both still in and around with the Mariners. Obviously, the Mariners are still yet to play. They've got the victory, which should be an easy win to get their form back on bounce. But then they've got a tough run of fixtures with Adelaide and then Central Coast Mariners. And also, we can't forget about Adelaide. They've still got 2 games in hand on the same points as Melbourne City. They've got Sydney FC next, and then they've got the Mariners, then the Wanderers, and then MacArthur. So definitely not any easy games at all. But I think one thing that Adelaide have is they've got a nice bit of a break before they have to play Melbourne City. Like, Melbourne City's on the 13th of May, so they've got a couple more games before there. I mean, we'll have a look at the actual subs that we think could come on. So we'll look at the home sample for Melbourne City now. I don't know much about the subs because I don't think last week they really utilised it. But if we're going to really talk about anyone coming on and really making an impact, if we look at the side, I think Connor Metcalf has been quite invisible this game. I haven't seen him much at all. You know, I'll bring on Naoki Tsubake, I think is how you pronounce it, Tsubake. He's currently on loan from Yokohama, 20 years old. But he's an attacking midfielder. He'll bring that attacking intent. And I think if they wanted to get another goal, I think Connor Metcalf just hasn't really done much. I feel like it's either been Adrian Luna. I don't know whether Metcalf is just sitting back a lot of the time, and just because I know there's a high press from Melbourne that maybe Metcalf has to sit back as coverage, but I don't know. I would say it's bringing on Sabuke. Any other changes? Maybe Gomul could give like the youth a go. But I don't think you need to make any changes. You're winning. You're drawing the game, but you are clearly the better side today. By the way, I'm just looking at their bench. Their bench is young. You've got an 18-year-old, a 20-year-old, a 21-year-old, a 19-year-old. Who's your oldest player on the bench? 2 seconds. Is it Scott Galloway? Yeah, Scott Galloway, 25 years old. He's your oldest player, which is mental. They're clearly out of filtering the youth in the A-League, which is lovely to see. He doesn't eat breakfast. He just has a drink of hot chocolate or warm juice. Warm juice. You got to explain what you mean by warm. Is it like, do you put like orange juice in the microwave? Warm juice. Foreign concept to me. But we'll have a look at the away side for Western Union Wanderers, and I think Simon Cox possibly for a Beanie. No, actually, you know what? I say keep a Beanie and Duke on. Maybe Jordan Much for Triose, Kwame Ball for Triose, Bruce Kamau for Triose, Simon Cox for Triose. I think Triose hasn't done much. In fairness, I called for his head last game in terms of just taking him off, and then he goes and gets a goal. Possibly Triose stays on, but I think we will see Nico Muller will be probably the most obvious choice. I think he was out of last week's game, but I think Nico Muller would come into the side. Will come in for James Triose. Other changes, Keno Bacchus I think might come off as well. Not had a game like he usually does. He's been very impactful for this side. Just hasn't done much today on this game day, but so maybe just made that change just to give him a bit of a rest. Played a lot of games, but a couple of changes that both these sides can make to really turn the game into their favour. We'll have this drink. Second half should start very soon. So football this week is again very minimal. Because obviously it's the international break. I'm guessing, if I'm right in saying, yeah. Obviously again, no normal leagues. It's just the A League. Mariners versus Fixture, Perth versus Newcastle Jets. I don't know. It might be very quiet week. Actually, no, we've got the UCL tournament, and then we've got F1 on Sunday. So it really is a footballless week this week in terms of genuine games. Obviously, yeah, nothing going. Just got World Cup qualifiers. But next week, football is back, and thank God football is back. We've got some good games. I mean, the A League game for next Friday is Macarthur Bulls versus Perth Glory. So that's a nice little cheeky tie. Two teams who don't really do Watchalongs for massively. I think, in fairness, with Macarthur we've had a lot, but in terms of recently, haven't done them much. But then we've got some solid games. I mean, next weekend, probably is going to be Bundesliga heavy because you've got Dortmund, Frankfurt, Leipzig, Bayern Munich, and then your late game is Gladbach, Freiburg. So sort of three teams that juice in a cup and water from the kettle. Simple as that. Foreign concept to me, Daz. Maybe you teach me the ways. Maybe you teach me the ways here. As the players are back out for the second half there, showing the goal scorer Craig Noone. Can he get another goal to add to his total today? We'll just turn the commentary back on. It's not all there, just in case. We have to make sure. Because I'm pretty confident we could get copyrighted if I play the commentary audio. That's an interesting one, actually, because you're not showing the game, but you're showing the audio. But I suppose it'd be the same if you sort of streaming a radio show, I suppose. Yeah. I suppose it would be the same because if you show a radio show, surely you're due for copyright. Gonna be a really good game though. Look forward to it. Second half is back underway. Here. Obviously, I think Bacchus will be able for a better half. I said that he's giving away Ziggy Gordon's competition. There's a lot of man open on the left. He has to go to the right. And Nabu takes the first time shot on Daniel Maguire says, but there was so much time, open space on the left. I think that could have been Jeremy McLaren. Russell switches, gives it away, straight away to Atkinson. And at the start, the Wanderers won with Melbourne City already putting pressure on. Luna to McLaren to Luna. No, just puts it over. Craig Noone does really well. Puts it on the inside past Russell. Just a little bit too much on it. And puts it over the crossbar. Close opportunity there for Craig Noone to get his second of the day. Instead, Mitchell Duke's now coming on the other end. Duke's gone into wing. Tries to square across to Abina. Duke keeps it in. Still Mitchell Duke wins the throw-in. Now you offend me, Rowan. The electricity league is back. That's a proper normal start. I'm very sorry. I didn't even know it was back. It's genuinely because we don't get coverage. So I was looking on football and TV. So like that's where it basically shows all the coverage of all the games that I think you can get in England. It's surprising the electricity league is not on there. Any big games, Kyle? Any big games? I'm going to have a look now. Okay. There we go. I'm going to look. Dundalk Finn Harps. It's Bohemian. Let's have a look at the league table. Okay, one game have already been played. The Bohemians have lost shit. Dundalk Finn Harps. What a big game. 3rd versus 4th. We're only one game deep in fairness. Can't believe it's Easter next week. Gee, this year has gone so quick already. It's mental, isn't it? Connor Metcalf! I said he'd been invisible this half. And he's just had a shot outside the box that's being blocked. Ziggy Gordon. He leads the league for the most blocked shots. And he's had another his total there. Connor Metcalf, I sort of said that he'd been very quiet, but does really well. Hits it straight to Ziggy Gordon. And sorry, Daz, can't be a nice cup of chocolate, but I'm sorry, Juice is way best cold. Outside the box, though. Oh, Jameson outside the box. Daniel Margush came across and parried it out. Had a good game today, Margush. Had a really good game. I think without him, if this was another keeper, I feel like it could be 3-4 goals for Melbourne. Instead, it's still only at 1. Connor comes in, headed away initially by Dylan McGowan. Again, he's another player I feel like I have to say his full name. He's got one of them names, I don't know why. Atkinson's turned. He's got a man to his right, doesn't use him. Love the football between him and Luna. Berenguer cuts onto his left. Puts a good cross in. Ziggy Gordon wins the header. It's just outside the box, cleared. Abini's going to win this. Abini does win it. Doesn't get it out though. Metcalf does really well to win it back. Goes out for a throw-in for the Wanderers. Just an amalgamation of a bunch of players there. Oh my god, someone's got a saxophone in the crowd. I thought it was just one man by himself. They're playing tunes. But I genuinely thought it was someone had just by themselves playing a saxophone. I'm about to admire it. Griffiths now just trying to run out of the back here. Give him to Jameson. Oh, it's a trumpet. Oh, it's the Melbourne Ultras. It's not even the Ultras, I think it's just the fans. Ball play through, ball by McGowan. Russell. Into the midfield to absolutely no one. Triosi's done really well to win it back, and then he's dragged down in the midfield by Good. And it's going to be a yellow card for Chris Good, I think. Yeah, it's going to be a yellow card for him for blocking the free kick there. Triosi was trying to take it quick. Curtis going on Chris Good. And Good, when Triosi goes to take it, he sticks his foot out, stop it from happening. And takes the yellow card for it. But 5 minutes in this game, Triosi outside the box. It's poor. It is poor. Just couldn't get any good connection on it. It goes straight into the hands of Glover. Game not had the energetic stars I think the first half had. Both teams just, I think, trying to find the footing again in this game. Ball over the top. McGowan's header takes a big fist to the face for it. It's actually going to be given as a foul there as well. Hands to the face. Foul given. We'll just sort the hair out. Good long ball over the top. James Trosi's winning it. Beanie just can't put... Benny Beanie hasn't got into this game in terms of... He hasn't chased any of the runs, hasn't gone for any of the balls. It's poor from Beanie. Really poor. I never know how to do the watch-alongs. Because I don't know whether to... It's like if I put my camera... Look, if I put my camera here and then watch the game, it's still the same as me because I'll have to look over to that screen to sort of read comments and stuff and start of Streamlabs if something happens. So I never know where to have the game, then I know where to look. Then I always think it just looks weird, me just staring there. Weird. Just little Rowan thoughts. But Berenguer will switch it across to Noone, the goal scorer. Puts the ball in, and it's 2-1. And it's Andrew Naboo who puts it in. It's a great ball in. It's a great ball in, but I think that's Craig Noone who puts the initial ball in. It was darting in. He had a bit of a swing to it. Craig Noone puts on his left, swings it in. Mark Natter doesn't cover, and Daniel Williams, unfortunately, is forced to cover 2 players there because Mark Natter loses his man. I'm trying to see again who loses him. I think Wilmering loses him, but I think they're just going to check for contact. But apart from that, Andrew, it's a great ball in, and the boot puts in with his, what I think is his stomach there. And Melbourne City 2-1 up. So the perfect goal for him. But Andrew in the boot puts it in. Good ball in by Noone. And the boot pokes in. It's 2-1 now to Melbourne City. And Wanderers have got to go for it. They have got to go from it. They've been the better side today at Melbourne City. They deserve the win 100% unless they want to get a ball over the top. Duke doesn't win it. It's still going in behind. Glover just collects it past Abina. And now there's a great counter-attack. It's Jameson on the left-hand side. Puts it into the midfield. Oh, that is lovely from I think, who's that? That was Burengay. Ball's in. Blocked by Wilmering. That was lovely from Burengay. The little turn. That lovely turn from Burengay. Takes it past one midfielder. I don't know who it was. Could be Bacchus. Then Bacchus going into the back of Burengay. He was not having any of it, if I will give him. But that Wanderers kit is lovely. I love a gold and black. That turn was very nice from Burger. Showed a bit of panache, a bit of flair. What's happening here? I took the freak to Atkinson. Taken inside, good ball in behind. Natter will clear it away to Abina, who heads it to James Trosy. Trosy plays a good ball onto the wing to Mitchell Duke. Good defending from Good. Great defending from Good. Now Craig Noone's got it and he's got a lot of time and space here. Craig Noone pulls it into that midfield area but just can't get it to anyone. Who's still with City though. With Metcalf to Atkinson. Still Atkinson. Puts a good ball in. Well covered by Tate Russell now. Can try to take it forward for the Wanderers. Plays it through to Duke, who has to go all the way back to Ziggy Gordon. No options there. I think without them wingers, the counter-attack from the Wanderers just isn't there at all. And the boot now turns in midfield. He's got a lot of space in the boot. He's got a man running in the midfield. Noone, he takes a pure first touch, and that's a great finish from Craig Noone. That is a great goal for Craig Noone. And they are having fun right now. They are having a lot of fun. 6 wins as it stands on the bounce. Here we go. And Craig Noone, you see the space coming. Naboo plays it across. I thought Brugge was going to take it. Instead, he leaves it for Craig Noone. I thought it takes a poor touch. He does. He does take an awful touch, but Ziggy Gordon comes across, and Noone sort of sees this and takes a shot early, puts it into the top of the net, and he's put it in. It's 3-1 now. That's his first brace in Australia. It's his second goal of the game. It's his 4th goal this season now. And Craig Noone is firing on all cylinders right now. Mitchy Duke is getting rattled. Exactly, KD. Mitchy Duke is getting rattled indeed. Just hasn't been able to get into this game at all. As something's going to happen is Bacchus, who's going to come off, has come off. I think 2 players have come off there because I think Tate Russell has also come off. I think Nikolai Muller has come on. And also, who's come on for him? I'm just trying to see. I think Dorrans is sitting in the centre half there. No. It's Dylan McGowan, Ziggy Gordon, Magnata. Wilmering on the left. I think Wilmering's actually come off. No, Bacchus has come off Jordan Much. And Nikolai Muller. Oh! Not nice there for Abina. It's not even Abina. There's Abina come off. They have switched the positions around so much here. I think it's a handful of changes. I'll wait until I can see them all. It's a handful of changes, though. I'll wait until they've all been thingy. Loona's giving it away, though. To Dorers. That is Pooh there. From Bruce Kamal there. If I was Kamal... Yeah, by the way, there were so many changes. Kamal's on. Muchi's on. Muller's on. Wait till it loads. Kamal there. If he hits it first time, they can be back into this game, but the corner's going to be crossed in. I think it's their first corner in the game. Nikolai Muller. Good high ball. Still looking. And the shot there from Mitchell Duke put way, way wide. Let's see the changes. Backers for Nikolai Muller. Russell for, I think, Kamau. And Much for Bacchus, if I'm correct in saying. Which would mean, I think they're going to a flat back four with Wilmering at left back, centre halves of Natter and McGowan, Ziggy Gordon at right back possibly, or one of the other centre halves at right back. Lot of open space here. Duke to Much. To Abine. Can't get to it. Good defending from Atkinson. On the counter-attack now. Nabu chests it down. Oh! Natter's been absolutely bodied there. Has been absolutely bodied by Nabu. And it's Noone into the box. Good ball by Ziggy Gordon. Noone! Back post! It's in. It's 4-1 to Melbourne City. Luna puts it in the back of the net. I think they might check it here, but 4-1. And again, the coach has all gone out. Mark Natter is absolutely bodied in the midfield. He is absolutely bodied by Andrew Nabu. Ref said 50-50. Players and the managers are complaining to each other. I mean, Nabu has gone over to Natter. I'm just seeing here. Oh, I think that is a foul. It's not 50-50. Nabu's jumping in. I mean, it's another assist for Craig Noone if this stands. I'm just looking at this. That's not a 50-50, I don't think. I think because he's jumping in with it. If he sticks on the floor and wins it. But Mark Natter's gone down injured there. He's still down. It's not nice to see a player go down injured, but it's a good finish. He's not going to go finish, it's good balling by Noone. I don't think this goal should stand, in my opinion. I mean, both the coaching staff going at each other. I'm just looking to see. Nabu has gone over to him. And then Daniel Wilmering, we're going to see it again. Nabu chests it down. Natter comes to chest it out. And Natter's turned his body, but Nabu has raised and jumped in. I'm just trying to listen to the commentary there. It's just some lovely profanities there. I also do feel sorry for the backup goalkeeper. I've just looked at the Melbourne City bench. I think all the players were warming up apart from one, and it was the keeper. Skeem Bacchus has gone over into him now. Not Bacchus, someone went over to him. Who is that over him? It's Dylan McGowan. I mean, he's talking to the VAR here, but Natter is still stunned. He's offside. I don't think it's going to be given because, yeah, I can hear the referee saying he's offside. I'm pretty confident that's what he's saying to the Wanderers players. Yeah, I think that's going to be 3-1, but it's not going to be given as a foul. It's actually going to be an offside. But we change that to 3-1. Craig Noone gets his assist robbed from him. Adrian Luna gets his goal robbed from him. But offside. Natter, they're doing a concussion check as it stands right now. I think he's just said, nah, he can't play on. I mean, it's going to be checked again, but I do think that this is... I do feel sorry for Mark Natter having to walk off here. Going to VAR.
Offside, it's been given as. By the them changes, it was Muller, Much and Kamau for Bacchus, Russell and Triose. So Fedder's probably got 3 at the back, 5 midfield, Wilmering at left mid, Bruce at right mid. Well, and it's actually Craig Noone who is offside in that play. Very close. Very close. His knee is offside, and I think they're checking the arm. It was the arm of Dylan McGowan is pulled up, but they've not checked the arm. They've checked the sort of the backside of Dylan McGowan. I'm just going to look to see who does come off here. And Mark now has come off. Aquilina is going to have to come on here for the Wanderers. I think it's the knee of Craig Noone's offside. It's a shame. We could have had another goal, but yeah. Aquilina having to come on now. Mark Natter. I'm surprised that Tasmadakunis hasn't been called back up to the team. I know he was playing for the under-23s the other day. So I'm very surprised that Taz hasn't been called up considering he was playing the early games. And I suppose it will be now for the next game just to have a bit more depth, because if Mark Natter's going to be out with a concussion, possibly. He could be back next week and they might have to do very extensive checks, but as it stands, Natter is out of the game, subbed off. Aquilina comes in. 3-1 now. Tell you what though, it's one of them days which I like. It's dark, it's muggy, but it's not rainy, it's just cold. But it's like, it's a good day. It's a good day, but goal is chalked off. I mean, but Melbourne City still looking a great side here. And it's been given away here this time by Daniel Wilmering in the midfield. It's Luna outside the box, still Luna. Tries to play through Jamie McLaren. McGowan comes and covers Aquilina now. He's got Kamau. Doesn't use him, just kicks it long. And Duke can't get the ball under his feet and it goes back to Melbourne City. Noone tries to play a ball in. Wilmering is forced to kick it out though to Nikolai Muller with his lovely blonde highlights. So you recognise Nikolai Muller. Again, the former Hamburg man. I think it's pretty good. He's been over at Wanderers for a couple of years now. Yeah, he joined in 2019, so 2 years he's been there. Former Frankfurt, Hanover, Hamburg man. He's been everywhere. Mainz man as well. I'm sure KD will love that. But yeah, been everywhere. He has. I'm about to say, he's one of the names you recognise in the Air League. Graham Dorrans, you'll know. I'm just looking. Tell you what, Melbourne, the only side where he doesn't. I feel like they don't have a former Premier League player in it, or former English player, off the top of my head. Jim McLaren's the only one that I think people know, but I don't think that's because of like anything else he's done in the leagues. I think it's just because it is Jamie McLaren. But as it stands, it is 3-1 over here in Melbourne. I mean, it could have been 4-1. Craig Noone kept his knee on side, literally millimetres in it. So Duke will let it ride out for a throw-in. I mean, Wanderers have only got one sub left now, forced to obviously take off Mark Natter due to concussion. Aquilina comes on, but then they made the big 3 changes when Triose, Bacchus and Russell all came off for Kamau, Much and Muller. So only one sub left early on. I'm sure Carl Robertson would have probably liked to keep them 2 subs just as a precaution if they needed to. But Melbourne City coming again, a lot of open space on left. Craig Noone, still Craig Noone, puts the ball in, unselfish. And Jamie McLaren just couldn't get it under control. And by the way, Jim McLaren still not scored yet, which is very surprising considering they're currently winning. And when you expect 3 goals to be scored, you expect Jeremy McLaren to get in on the goal sheet. Abina to Ziggy Golden has given it away again. And now it's Atkinson. Wanderers have been poor today. They really have. They're not been a side that's sat in second. And I think for Wanderers that they've got to hope that that Mariners drop points against Victory of all teams. That they've got to hope that they'll drop points against them. Hello, Tubbs, by the way. I've just seen you've got home. Welcome back, officer. I hope you'll be looking forward to your UCL game. I don't know when teams are playing. I hope you look forward to your game. If you remember when you were drawn, I suppose that'll help. But Melbourne City just passing it around for fun right now. Yeah, Wanderers are losing. I mean, obviously they're playing a great side of Melbourne City, but they've been poor today, Tubbs, they have. And Craig Noone has just been exquisite for Melbourne. Luna, just, wow, Melbourne passing around with such ease in Wanderers' box. Duke has not been there today. I mean, Katie said it earlier, Mitchell Duke getting rattled. Because Mitchell Duke has not been able to get involved in this game. He really hasn't. And now, Atkinson, long ball over the top. He's going to look for Noone. Noone steals it. Ziggy Gordon gets it out. But you'll never guess what? It goes straight back to Melbourne City. They genuinely just can't get the ball to anyone. Abini chase. Poor ball back. Chance for Western Sydney Wanderers to get the ball back. Much tries to flick on. Poor there from Bruce Kamau. Can't get the ball. And there's a man gone down injured. That is Connor Metcalf, I think that is. He's gone down, just clutching his face. Just a bit stunned, I think. Just a bit stunned. Istanbul, baby. Istanbul. Time for them to shine. oh, fingers to the eye from Much. Oh no, it's a slap. Never mind. But yeah, Melbourne look comfortable. I think this game's dead and buried. I don't see Wanderers coming back into it. I hope I eat my own words, I really do, but I just don't see them coming back into the game. I really don't. As Melbourne will pass around the back, no one giving them options. This is where you've got it. If you're the Wanderers, got to press. But look now, ball given away, and it's a great ball in behind. Ziggy Gordon will cover. He won't let it roll out. He puts Margush in a bit of trouble. Has to hoof it long. Kamau wins the header, but again, no one there. Beanie's obviously moved to the left here. Good ball in behind though. Duke will chase. Good defending from Melbourne. Who was that? That was Atkinson. No one. It was good. It was just good defending from Good. Doesn't need to try turn, get out. Just has faith in his keeper. Plays it back to him. And they get it out comfortably. And now it's good driving in the middle, the centre half. Tries to switch it across, and he does. To Naboo into the midfield. To Luna, bit of fortune. Still keeps it Melbourne. And surprisingly, Melbourne get it away from a poor Wanderers clearance. Breaking news, Solskjaer sacked and replaced by Jordan Brennan. Good luck, Jordan, in tournament. Good luck. Good ball over the top. McLaren puts it in the middle. We'll go back to Craig Noone on the wing. Takes a touch. Cuts onto his right. Still Craig Noone. Good defending from Aquilina. Actually doesn't get away. Noone does really well. Ball comes in from Noone. Headers won. And Jamie McLaren has actually missed it again. And there's actually Berenguer there who actually goes down injured. It's not Jamie McLaren. Craig Noone does really well. I'm seeing it here. Berenguer was the header. Oh, not a nice cloud between Margush and Berenguer. Just looking here. Header won by Berenguer. Goes over the crossbar. Oh, it was Luna. The commentators really get it wrong. Just not a nice landing. Just a bit of a. Do you know when you land straight on your ass and your back, and it just doesn't. That's what that was. 20 minutes left in this game. And I think it's done here. Just Margush and Luna. Margush looks like someone, but I can't think off the top of my head. Yeah, mate, I don't know what's wrong, Tubbs. I don't know what it is. Let me restart my camera. It flickers, doesn't it? Thank you for saying it. I'm going to deactivate it. I'll reactivate it. We'll see if that sorts anything. It flickers, and I don't know why. What I'll do is I'll try it on a different USB port. As Luna is going to run off the pitch, I think he'll come straight back on. We'll see if that fixes it. It does it a lot, doesn't it? I notice, like it might, there you go, happening a lot there, but I don't know what it is putting in the background there. It's doing it so much. If I can't, hold up. We'll activate it there. Configure the video. I'm trying to see if I can do anything. Buffering. I don't want to enable buffering. If we disable it, does that do anything? We'll try disable buffering. We'll see if that does anything. Oh! Completely forgot about your YouTube brightness. Let's see if I can change anything here. Strange. Very strange indeed. Don't know why it keeps on flickering. As it flickers in. What is it though? Like, right, I sort of want it to do once more just so I see what's happening. Like, I'm trying. Look, it just stop flickering. It's just putting images. I don't know whether is it flipping the video and then flicking it on. Okay, we'll try buffering auto detect. Full colour range. We'll leave it as that and hope. Corner comes in from Melbourne. Magush has spilled it. It's still in the box. Griffiths pulls the ball back in. Still in the box. Still in the box. And cleared away by the Wanderers. And Nikolai Muller will chase. It's still going to be Melbourne City though. Cross comes in to the back post. To Griffiths. Into the chest of Aquilina. To Naboot. To Luna. Oh, and Naboot tries to get it through to Noone there. It's still Naboot outside the box. Pings it all the way across to Atkinson. Puts the first time ball in, headed away. And the tackle comes in, goes straight down to the baggage. What I might have to do is after this stream, I might have to do a test with Josh's thing. Maybe call it Josh Winnie, but we'll give you a great prize. And yes, Stephen, you're winning. Turn the camera off and on again. I don't know. I'm glitching out. Oh. Oh. It's just not working. I noticed it, but I just didn't say anything because I was like, oh, it'll pass. Stop. Panicking now. Right, 2 seconds. You're going to have audio. You should still have audio. Yeah, right. We'll add it as a new source. Video capture device. There's going to be a sub here for the Wanderers. He's still doing it. I can already see he's still doing it. Hold up. Beanie is gonna come off though for someone. Just call that camera. Add as a new source. Kwame Yeboah is coming on actually for him. Is there a No, don't. No, nope, not you, not you. Okay, you're not it. You're not it, Chief. Hold up. Okay, we'll figure this out, guys. It's just not going to be any video for now. See, look, it was working now. I don't know whether it's this setup. I don't know what's going on. I'm panicking now. I'm panicking. Panic, but I am. Right, hold up. If we delete that. Hold up. Add a new source and we'll call it. If we call it camera. Add source. Why? Work. The joys of technology, my friends. The joys of technology. We've unplugged and replugged. That hasn't worked. Right, we'll delete that. We go here. We go video capture device. Add source. This camera. I've frozen. I've frozen. You've just got a frozen Rowan. You've just got a frozen Rowan. Okay, deactivate. Activate. Oh, it's all gone wrong, mate. It's all gone wrong. There we are. We're here. Okay, have we fixed it? Close that down. Close that. Boosh. Put us there. Nope, done it wrong way. Put us there. Boosh. 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 It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. And we're just going to lock that and move that down to there. Not to there, to there. That audio shouldn't be picking up. Audio input's on. The camera's on. We should be good. Are we good? Are we good? Hopefully we're good. Yeah, thank you. You're both in. Hey, Paranormal Activity. Hi, Benaldo. Good morning. Achis Emperor wants a link, mate. You're already watching the best game. Is this horror stream, mate? I can't confirm. He still does horror stream with me. And then UCL tournament excited, exactly the same. Infinity Football. Same. Where have I got you? Have you got Porto Infinity? If you have, good luck. If you don't, good luck in the tournament. And obviously, games will be kicking off at 12 o'clock. Right, we should be. I think we're good to go. What I'm going to do is, now the camera looks a bit weird, but we could change that. As Jamie McLaren's in behind, Jamie McLaren shoots. Good save by Marcus, opens his body up well. Curtis good with a good ball, comes out of nowhere. Comes out of absolutely nowhere. Ziggy Gordon tries to stick a foul, doesn't do it then McLaren. And I mean, I saw you coming earlier, the Seagulls are everywhere. They're literally all over the pitch. They are literally all over the pitch. What we'll do is I will just change some stats of the thing. Oh, that's a bit too bright. There we go. All I'll do is add a bit of brightness. Boosh. Boosh. Here we go. Oh, you've got Jordan. Ah, good luck. We're all good. Cross comes in. Ziggy Gordon heads it away. In fairness, right? Oh, you're in the evening session. Good luck then. In fairness, right? That mishap has sped this game up a bit for me now. Metcalf, can't get it to anyone right. Any subs I've missed? I don't think I've missed any major ones. I think we're all good. No, just all 5 subs being used by Carl Robinson and the Western Sydney Wanderers, and none being used for the Melbourne City there. Absolutely 0 being used. So, clearly, maybe run out your players and you've got a fit bench ready for the next game where you can have some rotation in, is my only thinking. But look at them Seagulls move. Nikolai Muller's won the ball back. Maybe a bit fortunate from a slip, but Jordan Much to Duke. Can't get it past 2. Good defending from Good, and that was Jameson, a good combination of both of them. Genuine Melbourne looked like the better side. Even during the mishap, I could see, as they're forced to go to the back, Ziggy Gordon will play it out. Through to Graham Dorrans. Much to Muller. Muller's got a bit of space to run now. Nikolai Muller. Muller plays a good ball through to Mitchell Duke, who takes a poor first-time touch. He'll cross the ball in. The screen's gone black. The screen. Okay, we're back. BT just decided they were going to drop the A-League game. BT decided we're not showing it anymore. God. There was a shot. That's why there wouldn't have been as big of an overaction, but there was noises going on. There were noises going on and I got excited. Thought we could have had a late comeback on the cards. So you got him. Oh, so you had it as well. We're all right then. We're all right. I got worried, Tubbs. I got worried. Ball over the top. Has found Jamie McLaren. All on his lonesome. Surrounded by black. Instead, does well to get out as the Seagulls run rampant all over this pitch. 10 minutes left and Berenguer puts the ball in. Headed out wide. Daniel Wilmering will get it out. Not as far as Atkinson. BT and Rowan have the same, mate. It all went right then. It's all just gone down the drain. The camera started glitching out. Then it went big screen. Then BT decided they're not going to show the game. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. And Luna's gone down. He's been looking at. He looks over the sub bench. I think just hoping that the manager makes a change. Just no changes from any of the sides. Well, not from any sides. Literally complete opposite. All changes for Western Sydney Wanderers, and no changes for Melbourne City still with 9 minutes left. The Seagulls, Brighton versus Western Sydney. What is Melbourne City's nickname? The Blues, I would presume. Melbourne City nickname. They call Melbourne's a Garden City. FC. They're known as City or Heart, is because they were founded as Melbourne Heart. This is where we find out the Western Sydney Wetherspoon's near me. Western Sydney Wanderers. They're just known as the Wanderers. Very simple. I appreciate it. The ball switched across. Oh, that's a lovely ball outside the foot. And Jordan Much just pulls the shirt of Berenguer, I think that was. It was. Just pulls the shirt, tactical foul. Right, Tubbs, no, I haven't. Have you seen the video of a kangaroo interfering in a game? I haven't, but I'm searching it now. Kangaroo. Oh, there's going to be a first change for Melbourne City, and that is Craig Noone, the goal scorer, the assist man. He had a goal ruled out. He's going to come off, and I think Garuccio is going to come on. Interrupts game. Here we go. Oh, he's a big boy, isn't he? Nikolai Muller on the left, though. All by himself, no options. And he's forced to go back by them. I'm just looking. Oh, look at him. Look at the kangaroo. What a jump. Bless him. Oh, look at him at centre half. Oh. Look at him. Oh, bless him. Kangaroos are lovely, aren't they? By the way, did you guys hear of the Benelux Belgium? I saw that. I think it's very interesting, that indeed. I think it'd be interesting to see, because the thing is, I don't know whether, do you know, like the lowest sides in the Eredivisie and the Pro League would veto it, just saying, well, it just makes our chances of getting promotion like impossible. But just imagine that though, like, you've obviously got some great like Eredivisie games like Ajax PSV, Ajax Feyenoord PSV, etc. But imagine adding Club Brugge into that mix as well. You even play keeper. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Imagine everything. Makes me wonder if Scotland and Ireland can join leagues. I like Kepa. I like him as a goalkeeper. I feel like I just like the shit players. I feel like I do. I think, if any, I think it's more likely the English league will merge with the Scottish league. But again, clubs would go, well, that's again do you know, League 2 clubs will go, well, that's unfair. We deserve to think. Don't know, it's one of them interesting ones, isn't it? Because the problem is, so it's an All Ireland, so adding the North. What is the Northern Ireland League, or is that do they not have their own league to play in the Electricity? The mix would be fun. It'd be fun for the leagues, and I think, like I said, the competition, because certain teams wouldn't like. I kind of like it if the thing is it would ruin Scottish football. I kind of like it if Celtic and Rangers were in the English system. Do you know how like Wrexham and Swansea and Cardiff are in? I kind of like to see how Rangers and Celtic would do. Would there be a Swansea that teeters on Premier League? Would there be Cardiff who's been in there before but really Championship side? Or know what I mean? It'd be interesting to see what they would be. Switched across though to Jameson. Garuccio does a lovely drive on the left. Garuccio puts the ball in. Ziggy Gordon heads it out. Not as far as Jameson. Now it's Jameson, sorry. Jamie McLaren outside the box. This is nice little football from Melbourne City. Berenguer to Garuccio. Lovely thumping tackle there from Aquilina. Danske Bank Irish Premiership, the Northern. I never heard of it. Never heard of it. But you know what? It'd be nice to see is Berenguer on that left wing. Nice little footwork. That is lovely. That is lovely from Berenguer. The cross comes in. And he is offside, but that was lovely from Berenguer. That was really nice. That was smooth. Smooth like butter, that. In behind Aquilina. Garucho makes a lovely run in behind. Lovely ball through. That's an amazing ball through. And the 2 subs are going to happen for Melbourne City. It's going to be Noone coming off. Noone will come off for Gomulka. And Tilio will come on for Jameson, the captain. Will come off. So double changes there for Melbourne City. Finally using them with 3 minutes left in this game. But yeah, like I said, it was a lovely pass there from Berenguer. The Frenchman. I think he's a Frenchman. He is a Frenchman. From Montbéliard. Wilmering though takes throwing. I mean, if Western City Wanderers can get a goal back, I think I really want to call Western, but there's a side called Western. If Wanderers can get a goal back, there's obviously a chance and a glimmer of hope, but the way they've been playing today has been poor. It has, and Melbourne City played great, and fair play to them. Ross just said, no, I would not like to see the Scottish League to merge with England. It will ruin the old firm. Exactly, that's the one thing. But the problem is it's just been Celtic and Rangers, and in that league. I don't know how you would change it. Maybe it would. I'm about to say a merger with the Welsh League, but again, it'd still be Celtic and Rangers sort of dominating. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to see Celtic and Rangers involved with these English teams, because I think that is genuine good. I think Aberdeen are up and around there as well, but I think that's genuine good competition for them 2 teams. Whereas other teams in that league, it really is just not even a battle to stay up. It's just you sat mid-table. Well done, Melbourne City fans. Look at him. Still cheering the team. I mean, 3-1 up just. And then the West Sydney Wanderers fans, I haven't actually seen. I don't think they've shown them. I don't know if away fans are still allowed. Wilmering does nice here. Still Wilmering. Puts the ball into the midfield. To Bacchus. Bacchus now. Driving on the left-hand side. Gets past a few. Still Bacchus. Takes a shot for himself. Wasteful there from Bacchus. Yasniko Muller a bit close to him. Maybe opposite should have used him, but doesn't test Glover, who hasn't been tested at all this game. If we do look at the stats, 26 shots, 10 on target from Melbourne City, 7 shots, 1 on target from the Wanderers. Being poor today. And now the Wanderers do drop down to 3rd with Melbourne City on 24 points now. Again, that Mariners game means everything. Fans in the stands. Could it be us? Could it be England? Could it be England? Which is a shame. It's a big shame. 15 seconds left in this game. Should be done. I mean, they might get another late goal. It's McLaren on the wing. Good ball over to the back post. Flicked into the box. Oh, how's he missed that? How's the youngster Tilio missed that? Berger calls for it. He calls for it really early, Berger. And then Tilio, he should have put that on target at least there. Should have put that on target, but it doesn't matter. You've won the game. 6 minutes at the time. 6 minutes. I forgot that Mark Gnatta did go down injured. Tilio should be putting that in though. Should be 4-1. I mean, enough time to get a goal back. Tilio's won it to McLaren. Oh, he's just overran it. Just overran it, Jamie McLaren. I'm just trying to see. I saw a stat earlier. I think this might, if he doesn't score, this might be his first game in like 5 that he hasn't scored. McLaren scored there. He obviously scored there. He scored in the early fixture. Genuinely, I'm still going through. This is 5 games. Okay. Jamie McLaren has scored in the past 5 games for Melbourne City. So obviously, I want to keep that going and make that 6. As the corner's taken, whips it in. Magush pumps it out. McLaren! And he does it. He gets the 6th goal. The streak is still on. And Jamie McLaren, he makes it 4. And genuinely, because of Mark Natter's injury, the time is given enough time. It gives him enough time to get that goal. Goal number 91 for Jamie McLaren. I think he goes second now, or third in the A-League all-time goal scorers now. He's pushed himself up by one. But Jamie McLaren on that. Completely forgot it was Friday. Got a shitty ass a little bit then. Got a minor shitty ass because that scared the shit out of me. But Wanderers getting dicked politely from KD. Exactly. Jamie McLaren scored his 6 straight games now. And I was literally, as soon as I was talking about it, I thought he's not going to score from the corner. I didn't see doing it. But on that half volley, looked like Tubb said, lovely little half volley from McLaren. And it's 4-1 Melbourne City, and this game's gone away from him now. It really has. I said there was a chance, there was a sliver of hope. As Berenguer, Subaki's come on for Berenguer. Duke, lovely back over the head kick to Duke, to Muller. Bacchus does lose it though. Now laid off to Atkinson. Still Atkinson in the midfield. Plays it on to the left now. To Tilio. Lovely ball by Tilio. Good defender from Aquilani. Yes, Will. Big L for the Wanderers. Big L. Melbourne City just way better. They're way better. A-League games haven't disappointed yet. No, we've had some good... Recently, we've had some great games. We really have. Even though Seagulls are a breath of fresh air. So we'll drink that. As this game should come to the end. I mean, fair play to Melbourne City. They, even though they were 3-1 up, they just didn't give up. They didn't. Tilio. Outside the box. That was the substitute there. Hold up. Gaborka, I think it's called. What I'll get the name for him. Gamulka shot outside the box, goes wide, but 2 minutes left of this extra time here. But big West Indian Wanderers are in the mud a bit. Stinky performance from him. Thanks, Will. I appreciate it. Atkinson plays it back to the keeper, who again has done politely F all this game. Glover has not been tested, apart from that earlier Beanie goal, where it really gave hope for the Wanderers. I really think it did, but Craig Noone said, no thank you. But Craig Noone could have got a hat-trick today as well. Got robbed away from him. Just the momentum, as soon as that Andrew Naboot goal went in to give them a 2-1 lead, it really, Melbourne just got the game. Took the throw in quick, ball over the top. Not found anyone, and a minute left now. I mean, the fans are blowing the whistles. And the ball's over the top through to Jamie McLaren. He's on his lonesome against Ziggy Gordon. Still Jamie McLaren. Wins a corner. It'll be the final kick of the game when this corner's taken. I think Melbourne will take the time with it. Feels sorry for Ziggy Gordon. Not had a bad game today. Just no one can seemingly contain Melbourne City and, most importantly, Jamie McLaren. That's 6 wins on the bounce. The last time Jamie McLaren didn't score was that 1-0 loss against Jets, and that was the last time Melbourne City lost. So seemingly when McLaren scores, Melbourne win. And you know what? They just took it to the corner, which I don't blame Melbourne City to doing. A fair play to them. It doesn't matter. They just won the victory. As Nikolai Muller having a war of words with, I don't know who it is. And they'll just throw the ball. The whistle's going to be blown literally as soon as it's been thrown. And the whistle is blown. 4-1 here in Melbourne. Convincing game from Melbourne City. Very convincing game. I just thought that Melbourne City player name was Subaka. Good name. I think this is Japanese for Sabaki, the guy on loan. Just want to say cheers, Rowan. Good stream. Best of luck to you and everyone. Exactly. Thank you very much, Kyle. Don't forget to put the website full-time for one. Don't forget to check out everything, all the promotion stuff. YouTube.com/sportscorneryt. There, you're on here now. Like, subscribe, notification. Thank you to everyone that's commented in the chat today. I generally do appreciate it. And after I did all the camera issues as well. The Twitter @the_topcorner. You can see when we go live. You can see when your games are going to be played for the UCL Sim tournament at 12 o'clock. Don't forget to check out the website, sports-corner.com. The Instagram, _sportscorner_ as well. Oops. But thank you very much for joining. Genuinely appreciate it. In the A-League, again, the A-League fails to disappoint. Lovely, another good game. And yeah, it's going to be, we'll see what we've got next. Next week, it's in Macarthur versus Perth. So it's going to be another good A-League tie. But don't forget to join Josh at 12. Thank you very much. And I'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.